Thank you for joining us. I'm Naiba Reynoso. Ahead, formerly homeless individuals are now on the path home, and the Board of Supervisors respond to recent immigration actions. But first, the Department of Beaches and Harbors and other agencies released Tidewater Gobies back to Topanga Lagoon. The tiny fish that are critical to the local ecosystem were rescued during the Palisades fire. Here's more.
It's a special day. We are here to return the Tidewater Gobies to Topanga Lagoon.
Oh, there's a big one right there.
These gobies were rescued after the fires ripped through Pacific Palisades, and Topanga Lagoon was right in the burn area.
These fish are, 2 inches or so. They're really small. A lot of people don't know that they're here in their backyards, coastal backyards.
Gobies are small but mighty. And oftentimes we forget that everybody's got to eat. And the gobies provide a lot of food for all of our waterfowl and our birds. They're a key piece of the ecosystem and the food web. And so if you take the gobies out of the food web, that has ripple effects across many different other species.
The biologists were worried that the amount of ash and debris from the wildfires after the first rains would wash into the creek and basically suffocate the gobies. So Rosie Daggett and her team were able to put together a bigger team to come rescue the gobies, and they got 700 gobies. The gobies went to Heal the Bays Aquarium and the Aquarium of the Pacific down in Long Beach.
After the initial rescue of the gobies, we were contacted to be a holding facility for the gobies. So for the past several months, we've kept them behind the scenes at Heal the Bay, provided them a safe place to live, some great food to eat, kept them nice and safe so that they'd be ready for release today.
Water quality?
2758, yes we did.
Our partners at the aquariums transported them here in the water that they've been being held at for the past few months. That water is slightly different than what they're about to go into, so we're just making sure that they're acclimated to this water so they're not shocked, right? You don't want them to go into like a hot tub or a cold plunge type of thing, right? You want them to ease into it.
We were able to bring them home, and this is a really important thing because it gives them a chance to reproduce in their home waters, in their home space.
A day like today is hope, it's community, it's restoration, it's reuniting a species into its home and hoping for a better future.
The Board of Supervisors will assess the economic impacts of the recent federal immigration sweeps and mobilize resources for affected workers and businesses.
Today, we're announcing this motion that I have introduced today alongside with Supervisor Hahn to offer support to our businesses and our workers that have been impacted by the federal government's attack on our immigrant communities. These raids have targeted our immigrant neighbors, including finding people in parking lots, Home Depot, grocery stores, car washes, swamp meets, churches, and other random places in our communities and even in workplaces. Simply put, these people are just trying to make a living. Our immigrant small businesses are creating jobs, and they have been strengthening our communities and the economy well beyond.
In particular right now with the issues that they're facing, our community is facing right now, they're very unstable and insecure whether or not they're going to be able to pay the rent or access additional resources despite what's happening. We proudly house the Office of Immigrant Affairs. We offer free legal services and access to resources for immigrant communities. Folks could get more information at our website, dcba.lacounty.gov, or calling our hotline, 800-593-8222.
The Department of Economic Opportunity is here to reflect on the last few weeks, the recent actions in Los Angeles County, and provide support to businesses and workers who've been impacted. We want folks to know that even if their workforce has been impacted, if their customer traffic has been impacted, or they have, been in a curfew area that that has caused them to experience some loss, we're here. So businesses and workers can go to opportunity.lacounty.gov.
People living in an encampment near the 405 and the 105 interchange are now in interim housing thanks to the Pathway Home program.
Be careful if the sidewalks are occupied and you got to go on the street side. Make sure you face traffic that's coming at you.
We're bringing in 8 households from the 405-105 freeway interchange right at the nexus of the communities of Del Air, Hawthorne, and Lenox. So today we're specifically looking for to bring in some folks who are encamped on the freeway embankments. So people who are a little bit farther removed, maybe teams have had a little bit more challenge with the access to them.
Hello guys, welcome. Would y'all like lunch?
We're going to bring them into motel-based interim housing and provide them the wraparound services, the county benefits, and the case management they need.
You guys ready?
We work with the street outreach providers who have a long-standing footprint in the community we're looking to serve.
So what is it that we put in the bag? What do we put in the bag?
Like hygiene and stuff. Take the electronics out.
This program would not exist without the partnerships that exist with all of the county departments who join us in this effort.
Let's try to get it in there. We're picking up these young men and women for Pathway Home. We've known them for quite some time. We recently found this encampment. They've been getting pushed around from encampment to encampment, so we're about to place them.
You know, I was on the streets for 3 years, so I got separated from my ex-wife. We got a divorce, and I got left with nothing.
It was never easy, but you know, we were able to get through day by day. That's pretty much.
You know, I'm excited, you know, new opportunities for a lot of stuff. You know, a nice bed, taking a shower, for sure.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on LA County Close Up.